Hello, everybody. Welcome to the we can start it like that if you'd like. Welcome to the Who's Sphere. I'm joined with my friend Alex, as usual. I'm Ollie.
Hello, everyone.
And today we're going to be talking about our lovely experience in Birmingham watching the TV movie. I believe it was with Flat Pack. Is that correct,
It is the
Alex?
Flat Pack Festival. We didn't
Yes.
qualify to
Flat...
go to the BFI screening in London.
No, so we sort of just went to the next best one.
But yeah, you haven't mentioned that this is a bonus episode, Ollie.
This is of course, this is a bonus episode. Sorry, guys, it's my first day on the job.
Talk about the TV movie because I believe tomorrow is the actual 30th anniversary of when it released in the UK. Unless I'm getting my facts wrong.
Oh, is it?
I believe so. I believe so. But yeah. So get yourself a cup of tea and some biscuits.
Yeah. Sit down. Do whatever you're doing. Listen to us.
Up. And yes, and we're here.
We're here.
But yeah,
so already said that.
We're going to talk about the TV movie, but also you guys.
I've already said that.
A few of you anyway have sent us in some questions because I was very
I forgot about
my request for questions. So we'll sprinkle those throughout. We'll start with a very open-ended question. Did you enjoy the screening of the TV movie, Ollie?
I really enjoyed myself there. I'm just not too sure on the TV movie itself.
Yeah, we ended up having a 40-minute walk after.
Yes. Should we talk about the walk on the way there?
Oh, God, I thought this would come up.
So on the way there, we went into Birmingham New Street, right? That's where we started. It was a 45-minute walk. No, it was 40-minute walk, actually, wasn't it? Or 44 minutes?
It was supposed to be 44 minutes, but it became about 55.
Yes, because he decided to take us on a detour.
To go and see a Dalek?
Dalek, yes. And then we soon realised maybe it wasn't worth it.
I don't think you're understanding who our audience is. I think our audience are going to be on my side.
Yes, but they don't understand how fast we had to walk. We went in sweating. Going into that screen, and I thought we were going to get kicked out because we stank. We didn't really. We smelled nice. If you knew us, we were lovely. But yeah, he sent us on a bit of a detour, but it was lovely little detour. Even Paul walked in when he walked in after, and he said, "God, it." What did he say? "God, it reeks in here," or something.
He was like, what was it? It was. He didn't say it reeks, did he? It was something like that.
It was something. It was along those words.
Yeah, to paraphrase, he went, "You all stink."
Yeah, and I just pointed at the guy next to me.
God, I didn't think you'd call Melissa that. Silence. So, I mean, what? So you're not a big fan of the TV movie? Is basically what you just very long-windedly said.
I think I've only ever watched it once prior to this, so I was actually very excited. But then I also remembered there's a reason I've only watched it once. And I feel like I actually last watched it 5 to 10 years ago. I can't remember when, but it was a long time ago. And to be fair, I probably did watch it as a kid, but I've got no recollection of that. But
might want to get that checked out.
Yeah. So yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, so I was looking forward to it. But should we start with giving our scores for it?
Oh yes, I forgot that we'd done scores. So I gave it a 7 out of 10. No. Did I? I gave it an 8 out of 10, didn't I?
You did actually, yeah. When you first walked out.
And you were... sorry, I'm just saying your part for you. What did you say?
Well, I think I looked out and said it was a 6. But then, what I've got some notes, and I've put a 6 or a 7 or a 5. So I don't really know. Yeah, I'd probably just settle on the 6, to be fair. But it could possibly get...
Yeah. So I actually think, I mean, the only points where people laughed in the cinema were at things that we probably shouldn't have been laughing at. That's worth noting.
Yes, I've got that as well.
When you view it as, it's a bit of a fun romp, if you want to call it that, I think it's very enjoyable. But when you view it as it was a pilot for a brand new era that failed, I think you get more of Ollie's point of view of the film.
Oh, the thing is, I enjoyed watching it in the cinema, but I was
Mm.
watching it thinking, God, I can see why I haven't watched this in so long, and God, I can see why I'm not going to watch
What?
this again in another like 10 years because
ten
I was having a
years?
good time. It was fun, right? It was funny, but then it
Fun.
was funny for the bad reasons, and there was just so much like
Yeah.
stuff I didn't enjoy, so much elements I just didn't like very much.
You were having a whale
That
of
I,
a
it
time, though. There was a point in the cinema screening where you started laughing so much that your legs started swaying side to
oh, no,
side.
that wasn't even at the film, was it?
Why? What part was that?
Wasn't it the guy in front trying to take a photo of Paul McGann?
Oh,
It's just
yes.
blurry. And he's
That
really
was funny
struggling,
because
bless
we
him.
both thought we'd been watching it for about 30 seconds. And then I think you were about to go, "Did you see?" And I went, "Yep." But then there was a guy in front of us who was just zooming in to take a picture of Paul McGann, and all the phone was doing was just showing this incredibly blurred, like
Yeah,
five
it's so
pixels
funny.
image of him. And he just sat there for ages holding it, and then eventually it focused and showed Paul McGann. But I was quite worried that he wasn't going to get the photo he was intending.
It was very stressful, actually.
Yeah, yeah, but we were
Oh
enjoying
god.
it, and Ollie's legs were enjoying it anyway. They were all over the place, kicking everyone around.
Yeah, because I couldn't laugh, could I?
Oh, you did.
It was no, but not out loud. Very quiet. I was
I was
trying
going to
to
say, I
hold
think
it
it would have
in.
been interesting because I can't remember what part of the Q&A it was, but
It
if it
was
was a
just as it
serious
was
topic,
starting.
oh, okay, I
Yeah,
was
it
going to
was just as
say,
he was sat
usually
down
start.
and like they were just kicking off, and then it just turned me like giggling in the back of the cinema.
See you
I couldn't do
waving around.
that. Anyway,
But yes, so I mean, we've already made one or two hints at 6-7 jokes, but there was a 6-7 in the Q&A that got a bit of a rumble, which I thought was interesting. Do you remember that?
I think I do. Yeah,
I think it was like, oh, what was it? It was, he said something about 6 or 7 months or years, didn't he?
yeah.
And then you could hear a few sort of
It
giggles
wasn't. It
amongst.
wasn't like. It wasn't like other parts, but it was more of like an ashamed laugh from everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone
Oh
just,
God,
oh,
no one was like, even
I
we.
shouldn't be laughing at that.
It was like you could just hear the groans of people who are annoyed at themselves for even
For
going
finding it
towards.
funny. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That was a good moment. So yeah, so basically, TV movie. Our highlights are the guy trying to take the photo,
Yeah.
6-7 joke.
Everything that wasn't in the film.
But let's dive into it.
Okay.
Let me just say what I don't like. So I don't like the Master Snake stuff. I'm not a fan. It didn't really work for me. Don't know what
Mm,
you feel about that.
I don't know. CGI is a bit dodgy, but that's just early CGI. So
It's not even just the concept I didn't like. I didn't like the Master in general in this one. I think that's
interesting.
controversial. I'm not sure.
I'm intrigued how
Um,
he gets his big finish audios, considering it's sucked into the Eye of Harmony.
yeah, I wonder how he comes back. That's a good point, actually.
I'm googling. You carry on talking. I'm googling.
How does the Master? When's the Master seen after It's Yana, isn't it?
Yeah, which they say that he was resurrected during the Time War, so that makes sense.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. Yeah, I completely forgot to ask you that after the film when we were walking because I was trying to figure out what the explanation was because there was obviously going to be one. I just completely forgot. Um, what else have I got written down? I wrote down the laughable bad moments. Oh, there was one bit where like it was really dramatic. Was it the doctor just coming out of the hospital and he's like screaming, "Who am I? Who am I?" And then it cuts to like, oh, it
Oh
cuts to
god, you
something
got the
really just
worst transition.
whiplash. Yeah, just literally straight in the middle cut.
I think it's because it was an ad break in the original version.
Oh god, it's so bad though.
But
It was
I'd
so
never seen
funny.
it. It's not usually that bad, so I don't know what version they were
Yeah,
showing.
it was just like I got whiplash. It's just
Here
like
we
he
go.
was screaming at the top of his lungs. Go on.
As the Eye of Harmony tried to break him down into pure energy, the Master managed to ride the energy into a spare room, which the Doctor's TARDIS then ejected into the time vortex to protect the Doctor. The Master, having reconstituted his stolen body, would remain stranded in the vortex for hundreds of years, rooting through the Doctor's possessions in search of something to help him escape. Nevertheless, it re-energised the decaying body he had stolen from Bruce, enabling him to continue to use it. So basically, he just gets reborn through some TARDIS time vortex shenanigans, is the word I'd use. Carry on.
Fair enough. I mean, talking about reborn, I could talk about a negative I've got here.
Go on.
Those cop-out deaths were terrible. At the end.
Yes, yeah. I think
Big
he's trying to
groan in
lighten
my
the mood
head.
a bit here. I think we're being a bit negative. But yes, no, it wasn't great.
Yeah. I'm trying to get all the bad out of the way first, is what I'm trying to do here.
Have you written down anything good?
I've wrote down a few.
Oh,
But yeah,
I'll be intrigued.
it was very tacky, wasn't it?
As in, are we talking
very-
about the bit where the energy comes out of the Eye of Harmony and
Yeah,
sprinkles them
and
with
it was
golden
just
dust and they wake up? My favourite part about that was they both wake up and then
Oh, yes,
Chang Li's like, "Oh, Doctor, I've got your things," and he just like completely ignores him and goes, "Grace."
Literally blanks him. Yeah.
The guy's just come back from death and he still
Don't even get an
isn't
acknowledgement.
important enough in the eyes of the Doctor to warrant a response.
Not even a smile. He doesn't make
Yeah.
eye contact.
Yeah, he
just
doesn't even
remains
laugh
eye
at, like-
contact with Grace.
"Oh, you've got my
Just
things, have you?" He just full on
ignores
goes, "No, Grace."
Yeah, that whole bit was just a bit clunky.
That got a
I've
laugh.
got
That was good.
there was better ways for him to do that. I've also put I didn't like the Doctor struggling to remember who he was. I mean, I can see why they did it. It's a pilot.
It's just
trying to
regeneration
reboot it in a
story
way.
stuff, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but I just didn't like it's been done a few times. Like deep breath does it, doesn't it? Deep breath does it good.
Christmas Invasion kind of. No, actually, no, he's more just sleeping, isn't he? In that.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's that same sort of vibe. But I feel like out of this category of the Doctor being a bit with like
I
you know,
don't mind it
off, I
because,
think.
if anything, I would say that's more of an issue with deep breath because it's like
I
give it a
prefer
rest.
deep
We've
breaths.
done it. We've done. Yeah,
Deep
deep breath
breath
definitely
just
does it better.
better.
But deep breath didn't need to do it. We'd seen it before several times. So, if that's what you're going to come, are you just saying it does it bad, or are you saying it shouldn't have done it in general?
I'm
'Cause
just
you're
saying it does it
shouldn't have
bad.
done it.
I'm saying
Oh,
it's
okay.
just done it bad. Is basically
That's
what I'm saying.
fine.
I'm saying like out of all of the times we've done it, to be fair, you can make an argument that deep breath shouldn't have done it because it's been done before. But like if you're going to do it, do
As
it
you say,
good.
it's good
Is
though.
basically the point I'm going to make.
But I think it's good though. Like there's the bit where the clocks and the time makes him go time. And
Oh
he like
God,
remembers.
no.
And then what's the point when he remembers?
I'm
Oh,
getting
it's-
PTSD.
He finally remembers he's the Doctor because
That scene was good. There's that in outside, and he starts like almost happily dancing
about.
around. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked that
That-
bit.
well, that's the bit where he remembers he's the Doctor. There's a bit beforehand,
Yeah.
isn't there? Where no, I just think Grace and the Doctor are great. I think they have a great dynamic.
That is my big one point here. I've put in capital letters. The Doctor and Grace are very,
Capital
very good.
letters.
Saved. Yes, very good point.
Is there an exclamation
the
mark?
There's an exclamation mark at the end as well.
Oh my god!
Very, very good. Saved the episode from becoming worse than it could have been. Is what I've wrote
Oh
down
my
there.
god! You're
So,
being so negative.
yeah, I know. I really don't. And I thought it was going to get better because we've had a few days to think about it by the time we're recording. So I thought maybe like I was going to feel slightly better towards it, but it's just got, I don't know,
Wow.
not a big fan.
I mean, speaking of another part, there are just a few things where they try to pass things off as funny, but then when you think about them, they're quite serious, really. Like, there's the bit where the guy on the motorbike is like, "I haven't got any brakes," and goes into the TARDIS, does
was
a bit of a
amazing.
360 somehow,
That was
and just
actually-
comes
I've
back
got
out.
it.
And he soars off into the distance, quite clearly to his death, presumably, because he's driving with no brakes. And the Doctor just looks at Grace and goes, and just runs
Yeah, and
into
they just
the
walk
TARDIS.
back in. This reminds me of another bit. I know it's when he's talking to that police officer on the bike, and did he say something like,
"Will you stand aside before I shoot myself, or whilst I
yes,
shoot
that's
myself?"
brilliant. That's actually amazing.
I thought that was
Stuff
great.
like
I
that
think that's
actually really Go
It's
on.
passed off as fun. I think that does its job. I don't. Maybe
That,
it's a
that,
bit
yeah.
sort of
No, it does.
making a
It does its
joke out
job.
of shooting yourself, but it's the bike thing is no. I think this because obviously they've got the subtitles on, haven't they, for this showing? I think that's the first time I'd ever clocked what the guy with the motorbike. I always just assumed he almost just kept on driving out of shock. He was like, "What the hell's going on?" I mean, but it turns out he's fighting for his life, and the doctor couldn't give two shits.
No, those two
It's
scenes
the little
are
laugh.
my favourite.
I think Grace laughs as well. She's a doctor.
It's
She's got the Hippocratic Oath, and she's like, and just runs into the TARDIS.
Isn't there like a little bit of silence as well after it happens, and then it just goes, and then it just
Yeah, it's
carries
almost
on?
supposed to be like a well, that was awkward sort of moment. That poor man, he could have had
carry
a
on.
family.
Oh god.
It should have,
Poor
they
guy.
should have like sort of paid it off later in the film where I don't know, but maybe when they're grabbing the clock. I know they've got the clock by then. Or maybe like at the bit where they're saying goodbye and the fireworks are going off or something, and the guy goes past on the motorbike again, still like screaming "guys" or something. I just think
Well, and then he
they
just
should have
dies.
paid it off. Yeah, he should have. We should have seen him crash into something. No,
And then that
I don't know.
that
But poor guy.
TARDIS sparkle dust comes back and just makes him come
Yeah.
back to life. But then
speaking
he
of
comes
the
back alive
TARDIS,
on the bike. Sorry.
yeah, he wakes
Carries
up
on.
and then he's just like, I'm not still on this bike, am I?
Go on.
Poor guy. But no, I was going to say, speaking of the TARDIS, for years, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what my favourite TARDIS is now, but for years, it was my favourite TARDIS interior and exterior. I think I like the darker blue sort of vibe to it. But I just love it.
like
Especially the
TARDIS
interior
design.
is so good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've got that as a point down here.
It
TARDIS
feels
design is
busy,
good.
lived in.
That's what I like. It's very homely. That's what I
Very.
really like about it. And I
Like
sort
he
of wish.
sat there, like all our listeners, with a cup of tea.
Yeah. And is that the finished sentence or what?
I was just having my tea. I was just saying he sat there with a cup of tea. What more homely? Are you a tea drinker?
No, I'm not.
Let's move on.
Not
Then.
a tea or coffee. Okay, so anything else? Action scenes are quite good.
Yes.
The Frankenstein
Music. Oh my god, the
inspiration
music.
was good.
Oh yes.
Music.
Carry on.
Title sequence is peak.
Yeah, when the music
But yeah, that
hit when we were in the cinema, I was like, that's because I spent the first minute
yeah.
thinking, is it the restoration? Because I thought it looks a bit blurry. But then as soon as the music hit, I was like, forget it, I don't care, this is great.
Yeah. Frankenstein's inspiration. That was a good scene. I really liked that.
And the whole imagery of him coming out of the tomb, very Jesus-like.
Yes.
With the
I
robes.
really enjoyed it. It's a shame it's ruined when it cuts to that bit. I can't even remember what it was, but it just cuts at the end. The opening act is a bit weird for me. I don't know if I like the Seventh Doctor being shot and then like getting took to hospital. I don't know. It's just really weird.
That was another thing I was going to mention.
So
Like, is there nothing? Was there no warning from the like the fact that the TARDIS door about 5 seconds
I was
before he
thinking
walks
that,
out was
yeah.
being pelted with bullets, and then he still decides, you know what, I'm going to walk out that door.
But
Not
how,
even.
can he not hear the bullets?
He must have done like we've seen. If someone knocks on the TARDIS door, you can hear it.
You can hear it,
You'd
yeah.
hear people shooting it.
Yeah, it's mad. I don't like the Seventh Doctor going out by getting just like shot like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
To
I'm
be
not a
fair,
big
is
fan.
it? I don't think it's really the shot that kills him. They get the
It's
bullets
the-
out, and then they continue the
doctors
surgery
that-
because they think his
Yeah,
heart
it's the
rate's going
surgeons.
crazy when it's not. So
Yeah.
realistically, it was the fact that he had like the probe inside him, wasn't it, in the end or something?
Yeah, I still don't like it.
But then the probe's
Sorry.
still there after regenerating. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Like, should it still be inside him after I don't know.
I don't know. The whole thing is just weird.
But yeah,
That's my review on it.
anything else you want to say on the TV movie before we move to some questions?
One quick thing. Half Human. What on earth is all that about?
Oh yeah, that is outright bad.
Completely forgot about that. That's just terrible.
Mm.
Yeah, this has dropped to a 5 for me. Sorry.
The thing is, it's not even like you mock the timeless child. Not you specifically, I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying in general,
You.
people one mocks the timeless child, but at least there was almost a reason for it. Like they kind of it was a story. Whereas
Yeah, this
they
just
just
felt
throw
like,
this in. It's just like a random line.
like nothing. Yeah.
I presume maybe it was going to be set up for something in his future adventures, but it just seems
It probably
pointless.
was. Yeah.
And then it's the fact that they
Yeah.
say it twice. Like the master says, he's half human. And then later on, he's like going, oh, I'm half human on my mother's side. And it's like, what? You
Oh
said
yeah,
it
how
once,
did he know it
it's
was
bad
his
enough.
mother's side? How and why has this never been mentioned as well? It's so weird.
What do you mean, how did
Maybe
he know
they
it was his mother's
explain.
side? He must have known his mom was
Yeah, but
human.
like no, in more like how has he not mentioned that before? That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. Like, why
Oh.
has that all of a sudden come up now? Like we've had like
I would argue and say because there was no time for him to bring it up, but there was no point in bringing it up this time. He was just saying it just
that's what I mean. It just there's no actual need. It's just so bad. Yeah, this
like
is a
imagine
5
if
out
the
of 10 for
Timeless
me.
Child
Sorry,
wasn't
this is
built
just-
up the way it was, and Jodie Whittaker just dropped it in conversation with like some
Yeah.
random side character, like she's. Yeah, like in the Ghost Monument, she's just talking to those people on Desolation. He goes, by the way, I'm adopted. I was doing this, blah blah, and everyone just looks at each other like, what
Half
the hell?
human. Mm.
But yeah, so that's the TV movie. I enjoy it thoroughly. I'd like to call you Tom. Ollie doesn't.
What?
Yeah, Tom doesn't. But
Yeah, mixed on it. 5 out of 10.
Mixed. But we'll try and quickly get through these questions before we.
There was a Q&A with Paul McGann as well. Yeah, were you about to say that? I don't know.
Yeah, it was a good Q&A, wasn't it?
Yeah, I enjoyed that. But we came back to our questions. Just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah, good to mention that. Yeah, we kind of touched on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Which Doctor Who monster would make for the best podcast guest? I reckon the Weeping Angels and the Vashta because they can't talk.
Wow, his ego's so big he doesn't want anyone to take his job.
No. I mean, the Daleks would be the most annoying podcast guest with their voice.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
I think if the Weeping Angel was your podcast guest, they'd get pretty peed off because there's no image for them to latch onto. Nobody's looking at them, and their egos are so big they always need to be looked at. So I think...
Yeah, not them. Silurian.
I think... Why? Because they could just talk about millions of years ago.
No, it's a question. What would be the best? Yeah, the best podcast guest. They could say some interesting stuff. I think. And then they might not kill us either. So I feel like viewers might actually want to kill us, and they might be a bit civil. So
I reckon it'd be the silence because you could actually have a chat with them.
What was that? Sorry,
they wouldn't be doing the whole.
What
looking
did you
away.
say?
Oh God, I just think give them a chance to talk. They don't really get a chance to talk,
They
do
don't.
they? Everyone's always forgetting them. Poor people.
Always asks who are the silence, and
But not how are the silence. What do you think the best Doctor Who cliffhanger is?
Oh, the one with Yana.
Oh yes, with the return of the Master.
Yeah.
I could swear I've done this as an Instagram post actually.
Go on, find your Instagram post and you can just read them all out loud.
So hard to find it. The worst thing Instagram ever did is removing guides.
Oh yes, they were a brilliant feature. I miss them dearly.
Because I put all my rankings into a guide. Here we go.
Oh.
The top 15 cliffhangers in Doctor Who.
There we go. Just read that.
I'll list them all off for you. I'm Still Blind, the Series 10 one.
Meh.
I think that's good.
Meh.
You don't. You're just anti-Series 10 in general. You're annoying.
I like Series 10.
The Daleks and the Cybermen for the first time at the end of
Series 2.
Army of Ghosts.
Yes, that's very good.
Cyber Bill and the Masters.
Oh, that's a
so
good one.
the ending
That's
of World
a good
Enough
one.
and Time.
Yes,
that's a great cliffhanger.
That's a good one.
I don't know if I'd have put this one so high looking back now, but O being revealed as the Master in Spyfall.
That is still good. I like that.
The Doctor becoming an angel in Village of the Angels is visually cool.
Doesn't do anything after.
Doesn't end up being important for the story.
Not fussed about that.
Returning to Gallifrey at the end of Heaven Sent, I remember being so excited about that. Obviously, regardless of what you think about Hellbent, that is such a cool ending. Oh, I remember loving this one. Loads of these are Series 10. Hartnell turning up at the end of The Doctor Falls, and then that was like the cliffhanger for about 6 months before Christmas.
It's
that
all
was
right.
so good.
It's all right.
Missy being revealed, that was cool.
That was good. That's a good one.
We're here at number 7 now. I don't think I
6.
remember realising what was actually happening when I was younger. I remember thinking, oh, God. But now that I actually think about it, I've understood more of what was happening. But Amy being revealed to be the ganger at the end of
It's
the
all
Rebel
right.
Flesh, is it?
It's
Or
all
the
right.
Almost People?
Oh no, it is quite important.
The Time Lord victorious ending at the end of Waters of Mars, if you count that as a cliffhanger, which I clearly have.
Don't know if I count it as a cliffhanger. It's more of an ending.
No, I agree with you. I completely forgot what I said. The Time Lord victorious, that was it. Here we go. At number 5, The Master Reborn. And so, end of Utopia.
Yes, that's my favourite at the minute, unless you can beat it. Go on.
The end of The Name of the Doctor with the War Doctor. I remember
going mad
like
over that.
going crazy. The ending of Stolen Earth. So Rose and the Doctor reunite before he has the fate regeneration.
That's a good one.
That is pretty textbook.
That's good.
That is the one that loads of people would think of. Oh my God. The 14th Doctor appearing at the end of The Power of the Doctor.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I know we'd kind of had it spoilt because of filming images, but still, like...
If you didn't know, that'd be pretty peak.
Oh! This one's cool because then the next time trailer that happened after it was cool, but the whole end of Turn Left with, what 2 words? Bad Wolf. And then everything's red, the TARDIS is red, there's bad wolf written everywhere. And it's, what does it mean? And it's the end of the universe. And then it goes into that trailer for The Stolen Earth with like Rose back, Martha back, Torchwood, Sarah Jane, Doctor and Donna, Shadow Proclamation's probably in the trailer, I think. The Daleks are probably in the trailer. And then like probably a tease of Davros. Like that is an insane sort of 2 minutes or so.
That's a good one. But after all that, I'm still going for Yarn.
Fair enough. I mean... I don't know what my favourite is. I'd say any of...
You are not like... Oh, it's just...
there's probably about... Yeah, that is really good. Like the music, the acting, incredible. But yeah, I think we've really answered that question.
Oh, it's the bit where the Doctor runs up and he's with Jack and like fixing all the wires and he's like... Oh,
and they run back with the coats billowing in the
and
wind.
The Martha and Jack are like, why is he so like panicked? Oh, it's just so good. It's just so good.
Oh, and he's shouting at Martha like, what did he say?
Oh, it's so good. It's
so that we've got one that we agree on. I'm happy to agree with that.
There we go.
What's your favourite Doctor Who music from the soundtrack? So we'll go with like favourite piece, which is a big question.
Shepherd's Boy, maybe? Is that the one? Is that what it's
called?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, or the intro to The Day of the Doctor, where like they show the TARDIS sort of flying across like Trafalgar Square and all that. I remember that sort of when that first hits in, like the dun 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 dun. It's like almost a reprise of I Am the Doctor, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
What else is good? Do you know what? I actually really, really like the regeneration music from Shooty's Regeneration. The whole it's like a bit of a Joy to the World sort of remix, isn't it? I actually genuinely really like that. I'm not saying it's my favourite, but I don't know if it's like makes me feel, because I think that almost came out to the end of university for me, so maybe I feel very nostalgic about the period of time, but no, I remember loving the music. But I mean, as a kid, going to like the proms in 2013, I remember loving, is it the Long Song? The Long Song, the one in... Yeah.
That one.
Oh my god! Then you've got Matt Smith's speech and all that, haven't you? Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one. What about just the bum 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 bum? There's a name for it. What is it?
Oh, is it the Doctor Forever?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the Series 4 one. Is that the Series 3 one?
He's
one, got like 2 or 3 themes.
I remember the Series 3 one that I listened to.
I think that is the Doctor Forever. Oh no, are you on about All the Strange Creatures?
Yes, that's it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We could do a whole podcast talking about Doctor Who music, to be honest.
Why don't we?
It'd be the most copyrighted striked thing in history, but
we could
maybe that's one for us to write down.
Here
we go. Final question. How did you guys first meet? So I was talking about me and you.
Where was it? So we went on this blind date. So this little
Did you bring Melissa
walking up to me. No, she doesn't know.
Oh, she doesn't know.
Doesn't know. And then there he was. He was holding some photos up just to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was used in something.
I don't think I was doing it at that point.
No, you weren't there. How did we meet?
I actually, because I was seeing these questions come through earlier I think it was whilst I was sat at lunch that question came through. And I scrolled back to the start of our chat thinking, oh, I wonder what our first literal interaction was. I love that we've not actually answered the question so far. But I scrolled back. Do you want to know the date we first spoke?
Go on. It was 2020, I think.
It is. It was the 3rd of November 2020. And do you know what the craziest thing is? We were talking about Jota.
No.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I think you must have put something on your story about him potentially going to Liverpool. And I can't see your story, but I replied going, I assume you mean the footballer. And you've put like some pirate.
This rings a bell.
And I've put, I'm a Wolves supporter, wishing we'd never let him go. And then you put, I'm glad we got him. He must have already joined. I mean, been doing really well. And you were like, I thought he'd be good, but never this good. And then
this had been 2021, 2021 season, November, yeah.
Well, November 2020 this was, so yeah, I don't know what. But yeah, so that's crazy. And then, because as we were scrolling through, we spoke about B&M figures on your birthday. I then wished you a happy... I think I wished you a happy birthday by the looks of things. I wasn't reading every message, don't worry, but things were popping up. Yeah. But no, I wished you a happy birthday in 2020 and 2021, but I don't remember seeing you wishing me a happy birthday during those periods.
You know what? This is gonna be a bad excuse, but it probably was at that point. We probably had the group chat with me, you, Weng.
True. Yeah, to be fair, I mean, by the looks of things, the first time I wished you a happy birthday, which was because we were talking anyway. And then I'm quite good at remembering birthdays, so I probably just constantly remembered it after that and would message.
That's so cute.
Thank you. But then I'm really going into our history here. We then let's have a look. Then I remember where I was when you messaged me this. You messaged me in all capitals saying that you were going to be meeting up with a couple of other people. And I said, what day? And that was the 9th of June. I remember I was in the middle of my A-levels. I think we were already doing Bedlam by then, that audio series that was so good that it never actually happened.
That was actually pretty good, actually.
It was actually. As I was scrolling through, I'd see the odd glimpse and think, crap, I wish we'd actually follow through.
It was actually pretty good, the plans we had. Oh, well, now we're doing a podcast instead.
But what else was there? Oh, yeah, I screenshotted this one because it was a favourite of mine. I don't know what day it was. Oh, it was, I think, late June 2022. You said, you should watch more horror films. I think this was pre-me realising how much of a horror fan you were. And I think that's all I screenshotted, and I'm not scrolling all the way back to read anymore because it took ages. But yeah.
That's a lovely question to end on.
That was a lovely... I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We met up. Yeah. And as I say, we must have... But yeah, we ought to wrap it up there.
Yeah.
We've gone from talking about the TV movie to just reminiscing about me and you.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
No.
Well, my tea's almost gone cold.
Womp womp.
What'd you say?
Womp womp.
Oh, I thought you said mom, and I was like, God, we really are changing the relationship here.
Right, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening.
You can't do anything. That was also something I noticed. Our messages used to be very, very genuine, but now I genuinely think everything we say to each other has got a layer of sarcasm in it. You can't even end and start the podcast without being like, hello.
Something tragic could happen to you, and I'm still throwing a little bit of sarcasm in there.
Yeah. Like, I could genuinely be like going, oh, God, I can't record tonight. I'm afraid someone's died or something. And you'd be like, oh, God, well, that's such a shame, isn't it?
That sounds like me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so I think you should try and end the podcast sincerely.
I'm going to be genuine. I'm being genuine.
On.
Thank you so much for listening, guys. We do appreciate it.
We do.
We'll be back on Thursday with... What's the episode on Thursday?
Well, I mean, I'm hoping... If I say it, it will have to happen.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. No, don't say it. Don't say it. We won't say it. We're not going to jinx it. There'll be an episode on Thursday. This is a bonus one. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah. With your tea.
Thank you very much. And thanks for the questions.
Yeah, lovely questions.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.